I freely admit this is too El Stupido to work. But if it's stupid and it works, then it ain't stupid. It's Snatch 23. Science. Professional engine rebuilders, you're going to want to look away for this one. Shiny. You'll recall a number of years ago, the artist formerly known as the Duclaw and I did the Pakistani rebuild on this here Mitsubishi 4D 34T industrial engine. I don't say Pakistani disparagingly. Those guys, what they'll do with a shipbreaking yard and a couple of hammers is absolutely fantastical. Love to watch. It's amazing they still have their toes. She was fixing to require an oil change anywards. 637 hours since the last one. We got up to 1,000 hours before she started clanking and banging like a 3-pound hammer in a apartment-sized humble dryer. Oh, that brings me back. My first night of lawfully wedded bliss. Seems to me we were taking bets on how long the previous would last. Not very fucking was the consensus. However, we got pretty near 700, 800 hours out of her. I managed to connect with the Duclaw, seeing about the warranty. He said absolutely there is warranty. Unfortunately, it's elapsed, being as it's tail light. No tacks, no tracks. There's the old ones, the second set. You see they spun right round, and the thing was hammering away there. Shut down on low oil pressure, and I went to flash her up again, and I knew. Sneak you down here for the underside shots. A little better look at the petticoats, underneath of which is the crankshaft, what I've emery clothed into a beautiful egg shape, and a little bit undersized as well. There's the pistone. Power from the ignition goes through the pistone, pushes that back forwards towards us. A bit of a black glove operation here. Huh? Don't want any leave fingerprints for evidence to protect the guilty. Now, this trick is an old farmer's trick, but for selling dilapidated crap. I've heard tell of guys buying old trucks with the pan right full of sawdust and leather shims, leather bearings in here as well. Somebody told me a story about a wood whittled one out of hardwood in order to shim this up to get it close enough so it wouldn't clack, and then get her sold off at the auction. And yeah, not my problem. Of course, I wouldn't do that because I've been on the receiving end of many bad deals, and probably will be in future as well. So what am I saying here? Yeah, this is strictly for scientific purposes. And click. If you need blue, your angina is just about to. I still got hot dog down the hallway. I might have been born in the dark, but I wasn't born last night. This is not my first rodeo. Friggin' and farting with that oval egg-shaped crank for weeks on end, only to be frustrated and end up buying a crank anyway. So we'll cut out the middleman. A judicious application of legal tender is the better part of valor. In this case, I got a crank coming. Also some seals and an oil pump as well. When that thing grenades, there's the little oil pump peeking out there now. When this thing grenades, likely, first thing to get chewed up is the oil pump. So we'll just precipitate that by buying an oil pump. I think the odds of this are slim to nil. Look at this. Had to blade the Black Widows. Pull up my big boy toys. Holy old fuck. She's tight. Oh my God. Fucking bananas. Bananas tight. I would like to cordially welcome back to the shop the Summer Teethinator. Why summer teeth? Some are here, some are there. Make sure you stay out of the bite. Pretty fucking tight there now. Check the thread, make sure it's not a left hand. It ain't. Fucker! Ah! Oh. Invoke the spirit of Mike Birch. This here's for all the poor kids in the world. Ah! Not so fucking tough now, are you?